What's up everyone and welcome back. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about the headers in HTML. Now what are these headers? So for instance, if I open up my browser and then go to my website codewithmushe.tech, let's give it some seconds to load. Alright, so assuming that you are writing something, okay, something like a blog, you need to have a header, something like this. What are you going to learn? Or what you are going to learn, sorry. So it tells the reader or the visitor, someone who is visiting your website, about what all this bunch of text is talking about. Okay, so basically that is what I'm going to be showing you in this video. Headers that you could use in your website. Okay, all right, so let's close that. Just gonna close it, and then I'm going to open my text editor. So the headers in HTML are ranked according to the font size. We have it from H1 to H6, and they are in let me say H1 is bigger than H2, H2 is bigger than H3, in that order. So they are in ascending order, or whatever it means. So basically, if you want your text to be bigger, you use H1. How do you use the H1? Now, as I told you about the HTML tags, you start them with what? A less than sign, like this. Then you write H1. Then you can write greater than sign. Then you can write whatever that you want, or your words or your sentence. So for instance, this is a header. Then you close the H1 tag. Now, when you open this in the browser is going to understand that, okay, this is a header and it is an H1 header. It means that it's going to be big, so it will render the text bigger. Let me save that, and then let's open it in our browser. Sorry, so let's open that inside our browser. So you see that this is a header has appeared in our website. Very nice. Okay, so let's say that you don't want it to be this big, you want it to be a little bit smaller, and that is where you use the H2. Okay, so you use H2, sorry, you use the H2, and then you can say this is another header. Then you save it. Now when you save, come back to the browser and refresh. So you see that we have another text which is saying that this is another header, but it is a little bit smaller than the one that you have on top. So it goes like that up to H6. So we have H3. This is the third header. Save that, refresh. You see that's also smaller than the second one. So I'm just going to do that until we reach our H6. So H5, sorry. So H6. Alright, so let's save that, then go back to our browser and refresh. So now you see that everything is in order. The H1 is bigger than the H2, the H2 is bigger than the H3, and the H3 is bigger than H4, H4 is bigger than H5, and then H5 is also bigger than H6. So I have to mention that h6 is the last one. It is the last of the headers. So any other header you write, well, it might appear, but it's not going to make any changes. So let's say that you do something like h7 and say this is the seventh header. Well, you could save that and refresh, but you see that it's not treated as a header. It's actually treated as something like a normal paragraph sentence. So if you have something like a paragraph, now if you want to write anything that after the header, let's say it's paragraph, you want to put your text in paragraphs, okay, so that it appears neatly in your web page. So the paragraph tag is actually written with less than, you write p, then you bring greater than, then you can close it with this. Alright, so I'm going to write something like this is a paragraph. Let's save it. Let's get back to our browser and refresh. Now look at the two. You see that there's no difference. It's actually treated as a paragraph instead of a header. So h6 is the last of the headers. Alright, so thank you very much. So if you have any question, make sure you go to the community and then you can ask any question there. I'll be very happy to help you. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next lecture.